Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another Master of Hoppets on the Road video here from San Francisco. So this might possibly be the very last video from the trip, shut over here at least. I had a lot of beer that I sent home and brought home, and I talked about in a previous video that one of the boxes were missing, but it turned up amazing. But it might be the last video because this is the final day I'm in San Francisco. And what better way to finish off a trip with a trip to City Beer Store before they close. I gotta give a thanks to Craig, the owner, who was here. I had a chat with him, very nice guy. He said it's okay to film, so thanks a ton, dude. And yeah, so they're closing up this location. So they're moving just down the street pretty much to a bigger location where they're also gonna be doing food. And if you don't know City Beer Store, this is one of the, I guess, San Francisco institution that's been around for a while. Last time I was here in 12, they were closed, so I didn't get to check them out. I was here for such a short time. I tried to go with Winton, but if you know Beer Ichituba, you Ichituba. But they were closed, I couldn't get to check it out. So what you'll notice as well here right now is that the bottle selection doesn't look that crazy compared to what it usually does. It is like pretty much insane. At least that's what I've been told from not just the people here, but also some of you guys. But they do have some cool stuff in the cooler, and I want to get one of the small bottles to crack and try here. A lot of them are 750s, and they look great, but I'm on my own. But I found a small bottle I think I can try on my own. But very cool spot. It'll be interesting with a new one where they do food and everything. But they also do tap beer, which is cool. So like bar, bottle shop, and then in the new location, bar, bottle shop, and a place to eat, a restaurant. They'll even have some outside seating. But I went with an Alvarado street beer because I haven't had any of their stuff really, and this is their I'd flock to that, meaning flocculation, right? Look how clear that is. That is perfect clarity. And you probably think this is a Pilsner, but it isn't. So this is funny. I've looked at that. I think it was 6.2, 6.3%. It's an IPA that they do, New England style with yeast and everything. But then they just, you know, unhazify it. I think is what they say. So they try to make a clear New England IPA, which is very funny. I mean, this is completely contradictory to what everyone else is doing. And I've already been sipping on it. It's pretty good. It's like super golden yellow. The head that was there was white, but the aroma on this is. It is very New Englandy, which is, it's reminding me of like the OG Alpine beers. Like those beers were also quite clear and a little bit hazy, but it's the same kind of vibes. Like tropical fruit, sweet citrus fruit. I'm getting a lot of pineapple in this one right now. Definitely also stone fruits, but it's got a little bit of a bite to it, like a crisp malty bite or something. Maybe it's. I get fooled by the color. It just reminds me. West Coast meets New England, but I guess it is because it's clear. But cheers, let's try it. Oh, really good, really fresh. Loads of like sweet citrus on this one for me. Again, the pineapple, stone fruit, like a peachy vibe. Very crisp and clean tasting, which is funny because it's not like. I think that there's still definitely an estery profile on there. Some of the stone fruit, but. Very clean, actually, like in the West Coast IPA, but it has a more juice-forward flavor profile, which is very fun, being this clear. But it doesn't just have to be hazy to be fruity and juicy. But it is very good. Subtle bitterness, kind of like bitterness as a hazy IPA, but crisp and clean like a West Coaster, and then like similar flavor. It is very good, actually. And it's super drinkable. I think this is the first time I'm doing Alvarado street beer on camera as well, but that's also one of the breweries here in the Bay Area to check out, I've been told. But very good stuff. 2 thumbs up. Really enjoy this. I'll be back with something else, probably a pour of something, and then that special bottle I talked to you guys about. But yeah, cheers, and see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back with another beer here at City Beer. This is from a brewery I've never heard of. These guys are called Altamont Beer Works. And I actually don't. They're based in Livermore, California. I don't know if that's in the Bay, but I'd imagine. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've seen they have here on tap is local. But this is their Maui Waui IPA that we got right here, and it's another quite clear beer. This is a West Coast IPA, so it's always great to get the West Coast IPAs when you're on the West Coast. And this bad boy is their attempt at making a tropical forward West Coast IPA made with mosaic and citra hops, but a slightly softer bitterness. So yeah, as you see, I already had a couple of sips. I'm a subscriber of mine, Davey Hoppet, so shout out to you, dude. It's always great fun to meet you guys. But it'll be fun, like hazy, I guess hazy inspired in terms of tropical fruit flavor and all that, but done West Coast. Kind of like the Alvarado straight, but yeah, clear golden yellow and a white head. Let's check out the aroma. So it's definitely got a little bit of a tropical vibe. I definitely get the West Coast dankness on the aroma, like the big dankness on this one compared to the Alvarado street beer, but yeah, there's definitely like a little bit of a pineapple vibe going on in there, passion fruit or something, but definitely also has like this green pellet hop thing and a bit of like a sweet bready maltiness as well. But it smells nice, but much more dank than the other one, and not as like fruit forward, I think. But still, it smells like a West Coaster. So let's try it. Cheers. Definitely West Coast. It's got a kick of bitterness. It's nothing crazy, but some bitterness to it. Has a bit of a pellety hop thing going on, and a little bit of a like a sweeter malt flavor, but it's nothing too bad. I think this was 6%. Maybe it was 6.2. See here, 6.5. But it definitely has loads of dank, and I think that's from the mosaic, like big dank mosaic flavor. Not really going into the blueberry edge for me, and then there's like big citra in terms of like some sweeter citrus fruit, and again like tart tropical fruit, pineapple, and passion fruit. It's actually a little bit similar to the Alvarado Street one I had, just that this is much more West Coast in expression and a little bit more bitter, and then it has more of like a pellet hop flavor, but I still think it's quite nice. It's nothing like mind-blowing, but it's a pretty good, like slightly more tropical West Coast IPA, but it's my first beer from these guys, but it's nice. I think they did canning as well, so. Altamont Beer Works. There you go. Refreshing, drinkable, not too high bitterness compared to some West Coast IPAs. I think this is like a 1.5, maybe 1.75. It's pretty good. It's just not like completely blowing my socks off. Like the other one was really good. That was a very good marriage of West and East, but nice stuff. So after this, we have that special bottle to try, which will be fun. And see you guys then. Cheers. Okay guys, we got the special beer. I said I'd get it, and it's a bottle I'm luckily sharing right now, so I'm not drinking on my own because it's a strong beer. But it was the smallest of all the rarer beers in there, and I didn't want to crack a 750. So this, guys, is none other than the very first vintage of Bourbon County brand barley wine. So I never tried Bourbon County barley wine. It's still AB InBev beer, but everything Bourbon County is pretty much really good. So I think the idea behind this was making something similar to King Henry. King Henry is one of the best barley wines I ever had. That was amazing. So I think this is the first bottling they actually did of Bourbon County barley wine in 2014, or at least it's a 14 bottle, and I think that's the first time they tried to do the like King Henry style barley wine, or at least something similar. They've been doing it since. They've done numerous versions, but yeah, so 4-year-old vintage just sitting here in the fridge at City Beer. I mean, that's awesome, and it was decently priced as well. It was like Denmark prices, but to me, getting this at Denmark prices that are not too high, I think it was like $20. Perfectly fine with me. So we got it, and we got it poured, and well, very, very murky brown. I mean, it looks like a barley wine should. I got some floaties in there, but you know, that's to be expected. It'll be interesting to see how much this oxidized over time, because you can smell a bit of oxidation, but man, that is brown and filled to the brim. But let's check out the aroma. Didn't try this one beforehand either. But it's definitely oxidized. But it's like huge bourbon-soaked prunes and figs, and sherry, and caramel and fudge. Like such a malt kind of a beer. Like I'm getting big vanilla notes as well. It smells really nice. Well, the bourbon character, the more I'm smelling it, it's just really hard to smell it when it's poured like this, but the more I smell it, the more I get of that like the sweet vanilla almond bourbon, and then like you get the oxidation, and the oxidation to me is not too bad. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's that kind of port wine, vinous, sherry-esque quality, not like cardboard or anything, but man, let's try this. Cheers. That is really nice. Wow, it's smooth for a 12% beer. 12.3. Yeah. Really smooth drinking. For me, I would have liked it just to warm up a little bit more. But I'm almost like getting a coffee nuance, interestingly. But yeah, huge barrel character still. Oh, big fudge, bourbon, caramel toffee. Actually, oddly enough, it's not that oxidized on the flavor. Oh, the bourbon characters are really nice. Like big fudgy bourbon, vanilla, slight almond, super caramel, like really caramel, like creme brulee, the top of the creme brulee, with like the vanilla as flavor. Some dark fruit as well. Like think super like nice and dry, like figs and raisins and stuff like that, like soaked in bourbon. Very oaky, like the oak really lingers on the aftertaste. Very, very nice. I don't know, is it as good as King Henry? Right now I'd say no. But the thing is, with a beer like that, I had that in 2010. And a beer like that, you have a nostalgic relationship to as well. It's always hard, you know, with nostalgia and everything. It's always hard to compare. And like, when I had that was a bit fresher. This is now aged. The aged it this well, but with a King Henry, you know, that was just one of the big mind blows. This is still like really good. Like if I had to rate it, like it's definitely a 2 thumb up beer, no doubt about that. But like rank wise in the scale, I gave King Henry a Hunnits. It's not a Hunnits for me. It's probably like a 97-ish, something around like that. If I had to rate it on the scale, like 4.5 on Untappd. It's really good, but it's just like not completely blowing off. Maybe even a 90, like 96, 97. As I said, 97-ish. When it warms, it can maybe go a little bit higher, but phenomenal barley wine. So it's so awesome that they have this sitting and I could get to try it because I never tried it. So it was pretty awesome. I mean, that just shows you why you should go visit City Beer Store, and at least City Beer Store's new location, because this will be closed in a few days. But if you're in the Bay, you should definitely hit up the new spot. I mean, this was great. This was a great little treat to finish on. And thanks a ton to Davey Hoppet for sharing it. Davey Hoppet? Thanks a ton for sharing it, man. So I wouldn't sit and drink this whole bottle on my own either. Because I'm going out to dinner with family after this. But this was great. Fun spot. Check them out in the new location once you're in San Francisco. Because, you know, it's one of the OG places that's worth hitting up. So thanks a ton to you guys for watching. This, as I said, possibly final video from the entire US trip. It's been amazing. I'm definitely going to wrap up on a live video when I get back. Promised to do some live videos here, but that just didn't happen. Not enough time, but that's how it goes sometimes. But if you guys had a chance to try either of the beers I tried in this video, especially the very first Bourbon County Barley Wine, let me know what you thought of it. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I want to say cheers and some delicious bourbon barrel-aged goodness. And see you guys in another on-the-road video, possibly from back home.